Violence escalated in Bangkok as clashes between security forces and protesters erupted with shots and tear gas being fired. The Thai troops fired directly at red shirt protesters at a bridge next to the regional UN headquarters, wounding at least one in the arm. Emergency forces reported that more than 33 people were injured in the clashes as the tensions escalated in the biggest confrontation after weeks of mass rallies. The army will not kill Thais, but we have to restore law and order, an army spokesman said. In business. Last week, there have been some significant numbers of policy formulation and proposal in the country's business arena. From the approval of 2,824 crore projects by ECNEC to Finance Minister's announcement for a second stimulus package to Prime Minister's declaration to generate over 9,000 megawatt of electricity by 2015. The week has come up with other major developments which will play important roles in the country's future economy. More in Desk Report.
Executive Committee of National Economic Council (ECNEC) Tuesday approved a total of 7 projects worth Taka 2,840 crore with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the chair. ECNEC also okayed a project to build a 3-kilometer flyover from Mirpur 12 to Hazrat Shahjalan Rahmatullah International Airport at a cost of Taka 192 crore. Meanwhile, the Netherlands Agency for International Business Cooperation (EVD) offers funds to support local entrepreneurs in IT, shipbuilding, jute, poultry, pharmaceuticals and fisheries. The Private Sector Investment Program (PSI) offers a maximum grant of 750,000 euros to establish an innovative joint venture with Dutch business partners. And as the acute power crisis deepens, partly because of gas shortages, the week also saw a proposal from the International Chamber of Commerce President to use coal as alternative energy source. The ICC President's call comes only a couple of days ahead of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's announcement to generate some 9,026 megawatt of electricity by 2015 to ease the country's power crisis. In the meantime, Finance Minister A.M.M. Mohit has assured ready-made garment exporters of implementation of the government Taka 1,000 crore second stimulus package in a month. Changing the original documents, the government will now offer stimulus to small and medium enterprises which were not incorporated in the original documents. Abdullah Al-Raihan, News and Images, Dhaka.
Into sports. Mumbai Indians were just a win away from reaching the semi-final, but their progress hit a stumbling block following their second consecutive scratchy batting performance, this time against an inspired Kings 11 Punjab in Mohali. Punjab were assisted by a slow pitch and a disciplined show by their bowlers who exploited it well to restrict Mumbai to an insufficient 154. Piyash Chawla and Irfan Pathan took 3 wickets apiece to set up Punjab's win, which was achieved in the final over. Mumbai Indians 154 for 9, Dumini 35, Chawla took 3 for 24, Pathan claimed 3 for 2. In reply, Kings 11 Punjab 158 for 4 with Sangakkara scoring 56 and Bharat 33 and winning the match by 6 wickets. A quick glance at the weather. Temporary showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind are likely to occur at 1 or 2 places over Sylhet division, and weather may remain dry with partly cloudy sky elsewhere over the country. Severe heat wave is sweeping over the regions of Rajshahi, Pabna, Mongla, Jashore and Kushtia, and mild to moderate heat wave over Dhaka, Tangail, Faridpur, Sri Mongol, Khulna, Satkhira, Borishal and Patuakhali, and it may continue. The highest temperature of 41.2 degrees Celsius was recorded in Rajshahi and the lowest of 23.5 degrees Celsius in Chuvadanga. According to Met Office, the country's maximum temperature in 6 divisional cities was 41.2 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, 38.7 degrees Celsius in Khulna, 33.4 degrees Celsius in Sylhet, 37.3 degrees Celsius in Dhaka, 36.6 degrees Celsius in Borishal, and 31.1 degrees Celsius in Chittagong. That's all we had in our today's bulletin. But before we wrap up, let's take another look at our top headlines. Recent parliament environment irks even ruling party man Obaidul Qadir, calls on talented students to join politics for change. BNP questions 39 years late in trying war criminals, demands trial of those who committed crimes against humanity in post-liberation era. Some 6,500 security personnel to secure city men on Bangla New Year Day, says Police Inspector General Noor Muhammad. Who is to blame for militant financing? Islamic organizations cannot avoid responsibility, say people. And Polish president killed in a tragic plane crash along with wife and senior government ministers. You can read more on these and all other stories by visiting our website www.newsandimages.net. Thank you for watching News and Images. For me, Mona Ismail. Bye for now.